Hi class, it's Miss Lucke. I am just popping in here to make some videos, to check in and say hi, and to also hopefully help with some of your work that you're getting in these work packets sent home to you. So I just wanted to say also that I miss you all so much. I really wish we could be working on this together in class and actually seeing each other and things be normal. And I know that is probably a weird time for you, and so I hope you're all doing okay, and staying happy and healthy, and I hope that being with your families has been a comfort and a good thing. I know it's been a good thing for me. I'm back home with my family too, which is kind of weird. But I love getting to see pictures of you guys and what you've been up to, and just hearing from you all. It makes my day whenever I get to see that stuff. So thank you for keeping in contact. Yeah, so I will continue to make videos like this. This video though is specifically, we're gonna work on some of the work packet stuff that you got this week, and we're gonna look into the math section. So even if you've already finished the math section so far this week, I would encourage you right now to pull it back out and to kind of check your work as we go through this together, because I'm hoping to help explain any confusion you might have, and specifically this week showing the different forms of how we show our work in addition, because I know that some of it might be familiar, some of it's the kind that we've been practicing in class, and some might be completely foreign to you. It might be different, and that's okay. And so that's why I'm going to make this video, to hopefully help explain it, and we can work through it together. So that being said, let's get into it. I am going to look, so if you're starting on day 1, that's where it shows us all the different forms of addition, okay? And so let's start with the first one it shows. It's the expanded form, okay? Oh, let's see. Write it up here. Okay, so expanded form. Oopsies. This one might be kind of new to you. We haven't really practiced this one a whole lot in class, but it's pretty straightforward, and I hope you guys can catch on to it. So I'm going to give us an example. This isn't one from the packet, but it's just an example problem that we'll work through, okay? So our numbers here are going to be 34 plus 29. Okay, great. So the very first step in expanded form is that we're going to expand each number. Can it make sense? So I'm going to take this first number up here, 34, and we're going to expand it into its tens and ones. Okay, so when we're looking at 34, I'm going to look over here in the tens place, and I see that we have 3 tens, or we have 30. I'll write that off to the side there. And then we're going to look at the number of ones that we have. So I go to our 1 spot, and I see that in 34, we have 4 ones. So I'll write that off to the side there, okay? And we're going to do the same thing for the next number down here, expanding it into the tens. We have 20, or we have 2 tens, which is 20. And then number of ones, we have 9. Okay, great. So we've done the first step. We've expanded each number. See, can you see it? There's a little bit of a glare. Okay. Next, we're going to add our tens together, just our tens, this spot right here. Okay, so that's 30 plus 20. Be pretty quick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 30, 40, 50. 50. Okay. Then our next step is going to be adding the ones together. This part right here. So 4 plus 9. Let's start at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. Okay. So we're adding, and we got 13 there. Great. Okay, we just completed 3 steps right there. Next, oh, there's a glare. Okay. We are going to add these 2 numbers on the bottom here, 50 plus 13, and that'll get us our final total answer right here. 50 plus 13. Well, I know 50 plus 10 gets us to 60, and then plus the next 3, 61, 62, 63. Okay, great, and that's our answer, 63. Okay, so one more time we're gonna walk through each step. So we start with our problem, and we expand each number as our first step. So we've expanded 34 into its tens. We have 30, and then our ones, 4. And then the same with 29, we have 20 into 9. Okay, and then we take our tens, 30 plus 20, and add those together, and we got 50. And then we take all of our ones, and we add those together, 4 plus 9, and we got 13. And we're going to take our total from our tens and our total from our ones and add those together, and we got 63 there. Okay. Now, if you have any questions or are still a little bit confused, feel free to ask me, okay? Message me, comment on this video, reach out to me and I can help you, okay? Okay, so that's our expanded form. Our next form, ooh, this is a mess. Okay, our next form that we are gonna be working on is called place value. And this one looks pretty familiar because it looks like what we've been doing in class quite a bit. And it's pretty close to what we've been doing. Our next form after this one, though, is called making a group of 10. Maybe you saw this in your packet. That is more of what we've practiced, where we group our ones together to make a group of 10. We'll get into that later. Okay, so place value. Okay, so with place value, let's get the same problem here. So 34 plus 29. Okay, so we have our normal problem written out. But now we're going to draw it into our 10 strips and our 1 single dots. You know how we draw it? Not using the right language here, but you know what I'm talking about. I'll show you. So for 34, we have 1, 2, 3 tens, or 10 sticks, and then 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, can you see that? Okay. So we've drawn it out there. And we'll take 29 and we'll do the same. So we have 1, 2 tens, and then 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And remember how we like to keep our ones into rows of 5. That'll help us remember 5, and then we can group it into 10. Okay, so here we have our figures drawn out. That's our first step. And now we want to label it. So let's say we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, and we have 51, 52, 53, 54. My writing is so small you probably can't see it very well, but know that I'm writing it super small right there and just counting up, okay? And we have 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Write that our final one. And our last number that we count up here is 63 is our total. Okay? That one's pretty quick to do, pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, again, reach out. So next I'm going to show you the making a group of tens, which is very similar to this, but we group our ones together to make a 10 instead of just counting up the way we just did there. Okay, so grouping to tens is what we'll call it. Okay, grouping to tens. So again, we'll just take the exact same problem, keep any confusion out of the way there. 34 plus 29. Okay, so we have our problem. And again, I'm going to start by drawing out our 10 sticks for each number. Okay, so for 34, we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, do the same here with our next number, 29. We We have 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, can you see that okay? Okay, and you can go ahead and label these if you'd like. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I believe that's how it shows it in your packet, in those examples. But then we know we have a group of 9 here. And how many more then do we need to just make a 10? We just need one more. So we're going to go ahead and borrow one of the ones from up there, from 34, and group this. See, this is how we normally draw it in class, and make this a 10. So we'll say if we're counting up though, this is a 10, or we'll call this 60 then, since we've been counting up. And then we go ahead and count the rest of our ones that are left over. 61, 62, 63. Okay, so then we get our total of 63 again. You can write it under here too. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. This one's pretty familiar to what we've been doing in class already. Okay, great. Okay, and then our last form here, there was a 5th form, and that one just says if you have any other way that you solve it, if you maybe have a different way from these 4 other forms, show your work that way. And I would be interested to see if you guys solved these addition problems any other way. I would love to see that. So the last form that I'm going to show you today is an open number line. Okay. Okay. I'm curious to know for how many of you this one's familiar, because this is something that I've practiced, but I don't know if you guys have practiced it very much. So I'm going to start, and in your example it shows this, by drawing out, this is called a number line, just a straight line. Not very straight, but you get the picture. And, oh, we need our problem. Okay, now let's start over here. This is not a perfect video, we're just going as if we were in class. Okay, so our problem here, we'll stick with the same one, 34 plus 29. Okay, so we already know what the answer is going to be because we've been working on this so much, but it's good practice to try each form that it shows us. Okay, so we have our problem, and then I'll draw our number line just right off to the side here. A little not so straight still. Okay. And so I recommend, in starting with our number line, you start with the biggest number in the addition problem. So here is 34. So we are going to draw a little spot right here and label this 34. Okay, so we're starting there. And then from 34, we need to add 29. Okay, so let's start by adding the tens. We know that there are 2 tens in 20, so we're going to jump up 10. So it's 34 plus 10, 44. Okay, so when you have one of our 10s from the 29, we'll do another 10 to get us the plus 20. Now it's 44 plus 10, 54. There we go. Okay, 54. So we figured out, I'll just kind of cross that out. We've done our tens part, we did the 2s, but now we need to add plus 9 to get to our final answer. We're going to add 9, it's a little bit shorter. And you can count up, maybe from 54, up 54 plus 9. So we could go 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. And you could do that way, which we know is our answer. Or you could say 9 is 1 less than 10. And I know 54 plus 10 would get me to 64, right there. But since it is 1 less, 64 minus 1 would be 63. That's another way you could think about it. Okay, so these are all of our different forms that it shows us in our work pack for this week. I hope this video helped to explain each form a little bit and hopefully, I don't know, ease some confusion that you might have. Again, reach out to me, ask a parent or a sibling, any family member who might be able to help you as well, and I'm always here to help. In my next video I will work on some of the problems right from your work packet, and hopefully you can double check your answers there. Okay, bye guys.